check the feed real quick.
We're live right now.
Let me go to the subscriptions.
We good.
I see it right here.
Hey, shalom out there.
Shalom, shalom.
We're the Brothers of Great Millstone Charlotte coming at you with another live lesson through the spirit, power, and mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And before we get started with this lesson, as always, we would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash.
Double honors, as always, to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone that taught us the truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, and mercy to the house of David, Habayah, double dada, full elect. Unto you we say shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
All right. Hey, and as we see, the year of 2024, coined by our elder apostle Tahar, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, is continually going off with a bang. All right. And we see heightened conflict amongst the heads of the Edomite hegemony, all right, in regards to this border crisis. And through the Holy Spirit, right, we see this border crisis, all right, as a ploy to bring about chaos, to have reason to enforce order in the land, okay, so that this implantable device can try to be instructed to the masses of the people. One more element to Esau's madness. Now, before we go into these articles, did you have a point or anything that you wanted to make, brother?
I was gonna grab a real quick precept real quick before we got started, just because just line up with the what's really going on and what the year is through the spirit, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so there is none like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it." And that's just lining up with like the brother said, what's going on around the world. All these different various current events are different biblical plagues that the Lord is bringing to Babylon the Great, which is America, man. And what you're seeing with the border crisis is going to lead to a lot of chaos here in Babylon the Great, man. A lot of migrants have been coming in throughout the whole year. You had Title 42, what a lot of people weren't paying attention to while you worry about your holidays and all these other pagan bullshit that don't really mean anything. The border been wide open for what now, bro? Almost a whole year now. Yep. Nobody's been speaking on it but the men of the Lord, man. And we've been telling you for the last few years that they was going to start doing these things, bringing in sleeper cells, bringing in the UN troops, they're aka peacekeepers, which we know they're not going to bring peace, because all these foreign soldiers, they have forgot what Americans have done to their lands. So what you think they're going to do to the lands over here in America, man? They're going to wreak havoc, man. And the Bible speaks on that, man. So what you're seeing taking place over in the Texas, that border crisis, that's a serious event, man, because that's going to affect everybody very, very soon, man. That's going to affect everybody in your livelihood, man. And that's going to come to a county near you, man. You best believe it, man.
Yep.
Pass it back, bro.
Con, I got a precept for you. You can speak on it.
Con.
Habakkuk chapter 2. In verse 1, it reads, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
And that's what we're doing, man. The Lord said, write the vision. What is the vision? The end times, man. The end times. When you go into the Bible, man, 1 Samuel's 9, chapter 9, verse 9, it said the prophets is known as seers, man. And this time when we're known as prophets, to have a vision, you have to be a seer, man. And the vision is what? The end of this hegemony, the end of Esau Edom's rulership, the end of his kingdom. But before the end of his kingdom, you're going to have chaos all throughout the land of Babylon the Great and various other places around the world, man. But mainly here in Babylon the Great, where you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics are. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble, man. And we're writing the vision plain up on tables, man. We're telling you the Lord is about to really fuck this shit up, man. And he's using his sword, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, to bring forth the chaos and the destruction, man. And a lot of you jakes, you're not taking heed to the message. You're watching videos for entertainment purposes, not taking heed, going back and read and getting yourself built up. Because we're coming to the time, it's just going to be you and your faith with the Lord when this shit hit the fan, man. And that's what you're seeing taking place, man, because it's only going to get worse from here on out, man.
Yep, that's right. When you look, the brother had referenced the time of Jacob's trouble. When you look up that word trouble, and the Strong's definition is H6869. It says straits, distress, trouble. Now, when you go into the word straits, it means a position of difficulty.
Yep.
Okay, because the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, all right, the Israelites are at a disadvantage because why? You don't have the infrastructure or resources to truly be able to sustain the judgment that's about to come. Okay, really, there's nothing that you could do, whether you have what you may perceive as resources or not. There's nothing that you can do against this judgment that's about to come from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because in actuality, it's divine judgment. Okay, it's going to snatch up the wicked of our nation because of why they're them being complacent, right? Their reluctance, as the brother has said, to not take heed to the word, to not take heed to the opportunity of grace to build themselves up in these times. Okay. But those go ahead.
Keep going. Finish the point.
No, I was going to say, but at the end of that verse, like how you had read earlier, right? It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is that he? That's speaking of those that have been trimming their lamps, making their calling of election sure, continually repenting, all right, and reforming themselves to be found worthy to escape the day of judgment.
That's right. That's right. I got one for you. This is the book of Amos, chapter 6, verse 1. It says, woe to them. The word woe means destruction. It says, woe to them that are at ease in Zion. Zion represents you, Negro, Latino, Native Americans. You look into that word Zion, it goes from monument. It says, woe to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountains of Samaria, which you can liken that to as America right now. The mountain represents governments when you go through the Bible, man, because this is Esau's, his rulership. That's why they go to the top of the mountain, to them summits, man. They have summit meetings. It says, woe to them that are at ease in Zion and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are called, it says, which is named the chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came, man. The chief of the nation is Esau Edom right now, America, man. He's the big bad bully on the block, man. He's the one that's going around rape, robbing, pillaging, and taking people resources, man, and setting himself up in a position that's trying to be God on earth, man, with this new world order, man. This Novus Ordo Seclorum, man, as you read on the back of your dollar bill, written in Latin. He's the one that's setting all things up to usher in this fourth industrial age, the internet of things, man. That's why you're seeing all these different chaoses that's taking place in Babylon the Great, this border crisis, which is going to lead to all hell breaking loose, man. They said, like we say, man, Esau Edom doesn't do anything without trying to see the reaction of your people, man. That's why he had them people watch the movie Leave the World Behind, so he can see the reaction of your people. Just like what we got. What's the new movie about to come out in the next month or so? It's called Civil War. It's really over the same thing that's going on over in the border crisis, man. How coincidental, right? No, it's called predictive programming. And they've been working on that for a long time, the Jade Helm drills. They've been working on that since 2014, 2015. We've been speaking on that for years. They've been doing drills in Texas for a long time. And you can, like, if you want to look it up real quick, just type in Jade Helm real quick, Bob Kushah, and it'll show you they had crisis actors out there. We got our rights, protect our rights. Is that not what's about to take place? That's exactly what's about to take place now, man. The same thing, man. That's why it's called, it's nothing new under the sun, man. Esau Edom know what he's doing. He's just manipulating and playing out the minds of the people because the people are asleep. They're complacent. They're not seeing and paying attention. And we're talking about, when we say the people, we speak on you, Negro, Latino, Native American, and Spanish. Because these damn heathen, these damn Edomites, these so-called white people, these Chinese people, these Japanese people, they ain't got a damn chance in hell. They won't be saved. Because this is their world. But for you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, when you should be taking heed to what brothers are speaking on, because this is about to get serious, man. You see, like the brother got, man. Is it the Jade Helm? Yeah, the Jade Helm drills, man. They've been doing them drills for a long time, man. Can you read on that for me, Bob Kushah? The latter verse.
Con. And you said the latter verse?
Right, where you got it highlighted. And look, it's right in Texas.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, it says, this was posted back in 2015 from the Texas Standard. It said, what is Jade Helm and why are people so afraid of it? It says, Jade Helm 15, as the name reads, is a military operation which plants U.S. military special forces into the general populace for undercover training. The internet has been abuzz with theories of federal gun confiscation, Walmart prison camps, and even a secret deal to hand over select U.S. states to Mexico.
Is that not what you're seeing taking place already? A lot of this stuff is already happening, man, but people are not speaking on it. The FEMA camps, the re-education center, the red list, blue list, they already got who people labeled who's going to comply, who's going to kill on site. They already got that stuff, man. That's why they was doing these drills, man. That's why it's called a military special forces. Come on, man. They don't do these drills for no reason. They didn't do that. They did drills before they took the 9/11 before that event took place, man. They did a drill in June. See, Esau Edom, he sharpened his sword before he started doing things, man. And that's what he's been doing, signing in legislation, doing all different types of things. And you best believe that Texas governor, all of them are nothing but fucking pawns, man. They all playing a game. It's a big club and you ain't in it, Jake. They're just manipulating the minds of the people. How you thinking, oh, they're with, no, man, they all part of the same club. They're Freemasons, man. They all Freemasons. They all occultic leaders. And that's do what? To usher in the fall of this world, the world, Esau's world, which is Babylon the Great, man. That's what they're doing, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The brother made mention of predictive programming as well. I wanted to see if I could grab that definition right quick. I thought I had it just now. Salakia.
All right, you good. I want to bring this out real quick. I don't want to jump the gun. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab something else while you're looking for that.
Con. I got this definition here. Predictive programming posted by Ohio State University. It says predictive programming is a theory that the government or other higher-ups are using fictional movies or books as a mass mind control to make the population more accepting of planned future events.
That's right. That's called the revelation of method. Your so-called Illuminati, the so-called enlightened ones. And we say so-called because they're not really enlightened, but in darkness. They call it the revelation of method. They have to tell you something before they do it. That's them mocking their victims. And that's what they're doing right now. That's why they put it on The Simpsons and in different movies and having in your rap videos and your songs or things they're going to do to the masses of the people. Then it take place and people be like, oh, it was on The Simpsons. No, man. They're predictive programming you, man. They doing different psyops to get you conditioned to before they do it, man. They've been doing this for a long time, man. Real quick before you read that, keep going. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Least Satan should get advantage of us, but we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's part of his devices, man, to manipulate the masses of the people. He's been doing it for a long time. That's why when you look into that word government, govern means to control. Mint means mind. Government, mind control. They've been mind controlling the masses of the people for a long, long time, man. For a long, long time. Using their media, using their news outlets, and using all these different so-called influencers and idols that people worship. And they've been mind fucking them the whole damn time, man. The whole time, man. And that's what you're seeing, predictive programming. You keep going, brother.
Con. It says Alan Watt, who defines predictive programming as predictive programming is a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by the media to acquaint the public with planned societal changes to be implemented by our leaders. If and when these changes are put through, the public will already be familiarized with them and will accept them as natural progressions, thus lessening possible public resistance and commotion. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but that's what you're seeing taking place, man. Oh, and guess who's in control of that? The small hat, the ish people, man. The ones that's walking around with that damn fucking sun disc on their head, calling themselves the sons of God. They're the ones, because that's the German scientists, man. Operation Paperclip. All them that came over here after World War II, all from the Soviet Union, they're all involved with all these different psyops that's taking place on in America and around the world, man. They're the ones involved with this shit, man. And they're the ones running the world right now, man.
Right. But what's so heavy about it is the fact that, right, this predictive programming, all of these various means of Esau trying to show forth what's about to take place. Mm-hmm. As the brother Tazamak has said earlier, the prophets, sent by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakudash have already been forewarning the people, specifically you Israelites, of these things to come. Okay. So with all of these things that's happening, you should be well within reason to put yourself in order, because all of these things are, it's inevitable, right? As the article has said with that predictive programming, it says societal changes to be implemented by our leaders if and when these changes are put through. These things are going to take effect soon, okay? And we're seeing these things be made manifest, as Tazamak has said earlier.
Yeah.
Now, jumping back to that Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Hey, it's not tarrying anymore, man. See, people had us, we were on the highways and hedges for years, our apostles and elders, 30 plus years, and they laughed, they scoffed, they mocked. Oh, y'all out there snow dummies, oh, that's not going to take place. Oh, America is strong and firm. We can never see America go down. But now look at America, man. Look at America. It's a fucking laughing stock, man. It's actually a rich third world country, man. Because once this petrodollar go, America's done. And that's what we've been telling people, man. Once they get rid of this petrodollar, because what are they gradually doing? All these other nations are coming together, the BRICS nations, and they're gradually isolating America. And how they isolating America? They're coming together with these OPEC deals, these oil deals, and getting America out the way. Because the only reason the petrodollar is so firm and strong is the oil, with the deal with the Saudi Arabia, and they're gradually getting them out the way. Right. So with them gradually getting them out the way, America sees that. So what are they setting up? That digital currency, and that digital currency is going to be backed by the CBDC, which is the MOTP, the mark of the beast, Revelation 13 and 16. Because all these things you're seeing taking place is called what? Order out of chaos. They're going to create the chaos so they can usher in the order. That's on the back of your dollar bill. Order out of chaos, man. Order Novus Seclorum. That's what they're doing. They're going to create all types of chaos around America where it's going to be just too hectic. And the people are going to start running to the government and begging them for a new system. And then they're going to give it to you. That's what they want. That's what they're doing, man. Well, they don't set these movies up, Purge and all these things, for no reason. It's funny, the movie Purge is actually the same thing that's going on now too, right? Over in Texas, right? It's nothing new in this. Hey, Esau was just showing his left hand straight in y'all face, man. But the masses of the people are just going straight over their head, man. They look at these movies for entertainment, and we look at these movies for different current events that's going to take place here in the land.
God, I want to protect you on some USA. You said the CBDC was the MOTB. The MOTB is the implantable device. The C-HIP was tied to the CBDC.
That's right. The water.
God, I ain't the bar. But we could jump into these articles, right? Tying in everything that we see happening, the chaos, the things that are ensuing through Babylon the Great. All right, these things are indicative of, as the brother has said, a failing society. All right. Now, this was posted today on U.S. News and World Report, usnews.com. It says, Abbott escalates border dispute from political crisis to constitutional crisis. Texas Governor Greg Abbott says the Constitution gives him the right to secure the U.S. border with Mexico. The federal government disagrees, and they're almost certainly headed for a confrontation. Now, what is this indicative of? A house being divided, okay? Right. And what we know, Yahweh Shai had told us of this type of rulership, this type of governance cannot withstand time. It's only a matter of time before it would eventually come to its end. Now, I have something here. Yahweh Shai himself speaking on this topic, Mark 3 and 23 in the NOT, it says, Yahweh Shai called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Satan cast out Satan? He asked. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse.
That's right.
And that's where we're at, man. Okay. As the brother had made mention of the film that's coming up shortly in a few months, Civil War. These things that we're seeing take place are fueling the fire for civil war. Okay. The predictive programming, adapting your minds to be accepting of these things to happen. Okay. Because what's inevitable is that this order out of chaos is the goal of the elites. right, to bring about chaos in the hopes that they have reason to establish their order. Okay.
Yep. You on point.
You had anything? If not, I'll jump back.
Keep going. No, you was on point. Keep going.
Jumping back to the article, it says Texas Governor Greg Abbott is citing a constitutional provision that he says allows him to secure the U.S. border with Mexico by any means necessary to defend against what he and other Republicans have characterized as an invasion of migrants who are smuggling drugs, draining resources, and generally wreaking havoc on the American way of life.
Ooh, so that's the house divided, man.
Yep.
That's what you see, man. Left, they call it what? The left wing, right wing. Left ring, white ring paradigm shift, man. That's nothing but Esau Edom playing both sides, man. Can you get that in Revelation? What is that? Revelation 13 and 11, Bob Bouchard? That's what you're seeing Esau Edom doing. He's manipulating the masses of the people with this so-called Republican and Democrat, which that goes back to Rome, man. The Flavians and the patricians, man. There's nothing new under the sun. That's the same method, man. That's the same method, dividing the rich from the poor, man. Manipulating the poor by saying we're going to do this and do that and never do it, and making and hiring up the taxes on them by putting the rich in a different tax bracket by protecting them. That's what you're seeing taking place, man. And that's why we seeing this kingdom going away. It's going the same road that Rome went, because this is nothing but Rome 2.0, man.
Yep.
You got that
for you. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 11, it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
And that beast represents America, man. And they said it had two horns like a lamb because it comes peacefully, man. The two horns represent your so-called Democrat Party and your Republican Party, man. The Flavians and the patricians, man. And it said what?
It said, "And he spake as a dragon."
And it spake as a dragon, man, because at the end of the day, Esau Edom's ushering these draconian laws, man. He's ushering in these harsh penalties on migrant offenses, on very, very small offenses. That's what's coming, man. Very, very small offenses. You're going to get locked up, man. This stuff you say on the internet, guess what? You can get locked up for it. That's coming. The T-Mobile, what T-Mobile ushered out, that they can fine you $3,000 plus for saying this and this on the internet, on your social media platforms. A lot of that stuff is coming, man. The Google sensitivity, things you will not be able to say using these different Google platforms, that's coming. So you best believe these videos that you see with brothers on the highways and hedges, they're going to get us off the highways and hedges soon, and they're going to wipe our videos clean off the internet, man. That's why we keep saying, man, the famine of the word is coming soon, Amos 8 and 11, because we understand that this devil, he speaks so peacefully, but he has ill intentions. That's his mindset, man. That's how Esau Edom rolls, man. But hey, like we keep saying, man, you Jakes that's in that complacent state, you're going to actually see Esau Edom's true intentions very, very soon, man. You very, very soon, especially you niggas for Trump. Remember that bullshit earlier this year, niggas for Trump and all that? You're going to see their true intentions very, very soon, man, because they don't give a damn about your tribes, man. They never have.
Right. You know, that's what's important for Jake to not fall victim to the fact that your enemy, right, as it tells us in Revelations 12 and 12, is going to come down with great wrath, knowing that he has but a short time. So your enemy, as we see his system, his way of operating the earth, as the brother Tazamak had touched on, these various nations are disassociating from him. Okay. And really what it's showing forth is that Esau, the power that he was given from on high from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is now being stripped away. And he doesn't want to lose that power. He doesn't want to lose that seat, because he's well aware of what's to come next, which is the establishment of the nation of Israel, which is synonymous with something that he doesn't want to pay. He doesn't want to have to honor, which I just want to read this right quick, if I may, just to add to that understanding. Revelations 13 and 10. It says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." And who led the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans into captivity throughout the four corners of the earth? The Edomites, along with the other nations. But it was truly headed by the Edomites, the self-proclaimed white race. It says, "He that killeth..."
And you can read about that in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, with the brother speaking on, man, how the nations came together and conspired together to take us down.
Yep. It goes on to say that he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the faith of the saints, the patience of the saints is for this to happen. And it will happen because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has given a zeal to establish the kingdom of Israel, which is synonymous with the downfall of these nations and them being put into subjection under us. Now, again, making the point is that we see why he's preparing to come down with great wrath. We see why he's speaking as a dragon, preparing to issue forth these draconian measures and legislations to try to grab hold of what little power that he has left in hopes that he can actually take over things and have utter control to blot out any sign or any type of what's the word I'm looking for? Any type of rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because when we come back to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right, that is seen as an act of rebellion to this world. Grab this right.
I grab it for you. You want the Isaiah 59?
Yes, sir.
15?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bear with me. This Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 15. It says, "Yet truth faileth, and he that parteth from evil maketh himself a prey."
Right. Yeah, truth faileth, right? Because this system was built upon deception, lies, sorcery, witchcraft. Okay. And the truth for a long time had been blotted out, right? Pushed to the back burner, so to speak. But now that truth is being made manifest and we're coming back to this truth, right? And we're departing from evil and we're seeking after righteousness. In turn, you make yourself a prey. Why is that? Because you're going against the status quo. You're going against the very power that enables these devils to continue to have rulership over you. Because your greatest, one thing that they say in the world is if you ever want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. And one thing that they did was put all of this information and they tried to pretty much craft it in a way to where it wouldn't seem appealing to the Israelites. But at the end of the day, prophecy foretold that the Israelites would wake up and come back to serve their power. And that's a great threat to him. So now, since you departed from evil, you're seeking after righteousness. You now made yourself a prey.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And it says, "Yeah, truth faileth, and he that parted from evil making himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment."
Right. It displeased the Lord seeing all of these things take place. Right. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is preparing to make provisions for his elect. Okay. And Lord willing, we could be a part of that number. Because all of these things that we see happening, there's no other solution but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right.
We say that with a surety of mind because you can't show me another solution beside this. Going through the straight gate, seeking after the kingdom, because everything that we're seeing, as I have said before, is Esau, the power structure, trying to grab hold of what little power it has left. And he's going to create this reason to enact that, right, by creating various different psyops to give him reason to do what he wants to do. I got something right quick. Isaiah 10:1. You can speak on this, Azamat. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
And that's what you're seeing they're doing, man. They write unrighteous decrees. Even with Creepy Joe, with Joe Biden, that Title 42 being expired, and him not even basically trying to come up with some solution to get that back basically handled. That's an unrighteous decree because he just basically just had the borders wide open, man. He had the borders wide open a whole damn year, and nobody was saying nothing about it, man. And that's unrighteous decrees. At the same time, now they write unrighteous decrees where in Illinois a migrant can be a police officer, man. Now they write unrighteous decrees where migrants can go register for weapons. These are things that people are not talking about, man. These are things that people are not speaking on. These things are just getting into play less than 2-3 weeks now. So now they're making all these unrighteous decrees for immigrants to be police officers, to go get firearms. Why you think they're doing that, man? Because he's creating he's creating the chaos. That's what he wants to do. He wants to create the chaos so he can usher in the order, man. That's how you know the Esau Edom, so-called white man, is the devil, man. He's the devil. That word devil goes back to the Latin word diablos, which means deceiver, man. He's the damn devil, man. And he's doing this because he know his time is short. As the brother quoted Revelation 12:12, he has but a short time, so he got to come down with great wrath upon the children of Israel, man. He got to come down with great wrath, and that's what he's about to do, man, because his time is short.
Yep. I got a little bit more in this article.
Mm-hmm.
This is continuing on. It says the stalemate he has created with the federal government, speaking of Greg Abbott, which is generally recognized as having final authority over the nation's border, catapults the issue from a humanitarian crisis to a constitutional crisis, potentially teeing up yet another controversial issue for the Supreme Court ahead of the 2024 presidential election, which Republicans are keen on making a referendum on border security. The Biden administration, bolstered by a ruling from the High Court earlier this week, contests that it has the ultimate authority over what strategies can and cannot be employed to stem the flow of migrants. But in a novel and far from universally accepted interpretation of the Constitution, Abbott is seeking for Texas the right to act on its own.
That's a kingdom divided against itself, man. Now they're taking matters in their own hand because they're looking at the Biden administration because they're useless, man. And we already know that administration was set up to bring forth all this shit you seeing taking place, man. So they're gonna take actions in their own hand, which we can't wait because we want to see it pop out. We want to see what Esau Edom really gonna do because we've been waiting. Will this be that major event we've been waiting on? Who knows? But as Apostle Tahar coined the year, we coined the year the time of Jacob's trouble, which we can clearly see that if that thing pop off on the border, it's gonna get real nasty down there, man.
Right.
Real.
Because even where this crisis stands at right now, right? It's so major that the impact that it's going to have is irreversible, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it gets worse, it's no different from how it is right now because it's at a position where clearly, as you see, this governor of Texas is literally trying to stand against the United States, the federal government, right?
Yeah.
That shows you the intensity of what's really happening. And, through the spirit, we understand that all of these Edomites, like we have read in Revelations 13, right? They're two horns on the same lamb. They're two birds of the same, they're two feathers of the same bird, right?
That's right.
Or two wings of the same bird, Salakia. So at the end of the day, they're all in the same category, right?
Yeah. And it's Salakia, bro. Keep going.
No, go ahead.
And it's heavy because the way they're doing it is it's like a show. That's what it really is. You know what I mean? It's a theater.
It's like
this is number theater war. Yeah, it's entertainment because that's what it really is, man. You gotta understand they're actors, man. They have occultic personalities. Trump, all these, the Texas boy, all of them have occultic personalities. They want the people to buy into the shit, so they're justified for when that first shot go off, it's all hell breaking loose. You feel me? They're grooming the people for this, man. Even when you watch the movie Bushwick, it popped off in Texas first. It popped off in Texas, in North Carolina, and in California, red states. Is that not what's happening, man? You got 25 states. It's division. America's 51 states supposedly, and you got 25 states that's with Texas, man. That's gonna start sending their National Guard down there for extra support to help on the border, man. So that's a nation divided within itself, man. The Bible's speaking loud and clear. The Bible speaks for itself, man. As you go on, what is it? Isaiah 54:16. It should not want its mate. It don't need no validation from nothing. The Bible speaks for itself, man. The Bible is faithful and true. And that's what you're seeing taking place, man. Bible prophecy, man. I got one real quick for you, bro.
Just to add to you right quick. That was Isaiah 34:16.
Kind beautiful. Yep, you're right. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And it said, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, and every city and every kingdom against kingdom. You can speak on it, brother.
Yep. That's the division that the Lord is bringing through his spirit, man. Okay. The Lord's spirit is in the midst of causing all of this division, all of this anarchy, all of this chaos, because it's his purpose to create what? Disruption. Because what we see happening, again, is tied to prophecy, right? This kingdom has to be thrown down so that Yahweh Shai can have his kingdom established on earth. All right, which is the kingdom of heaven. There's not going to be any other existing kingdoms to pretty much be in the space of rulership, right? And this has been indicative of every transition of power, right? The power has always transitioned from nation to nation throughout time. Whoever was seen as to be the person or the nation in the position of rulership, all right, the dominant nation, right?
Yeah, the scriptures say the Lord set up down one and set up another.
That's right.
And the Lord set up Esau, Edom. When you go in Daniel, the 4th chapter, the 17th verse, he said, the Lord said, I set up the bases of men. And that's the so-called white man. He's the lowest of the low. He's the lowest heathen on the earth, man. He went to the caveman. That's why Esau, he's telling you in his damn commercials, it's so easy a caveman can do it, right? The Lord set up a caveman, a fucking caveman that's ruling the whole world, man. And everybody's following after his ass, man. Come on, man. The Lord's powerful, man. He set up the lowest beast, man, on earth. And now everybody's flocking to him, man. Everybody's flocking to his vibration, man. But gradually, everybody's seeing who he is, his true intentions and his true characteristics, that he's the damn devil, man. And everybody's seeing that witchcraft ain't working no more, man. I want to finish it out real quick, Tazawam. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3. It said, the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of, and I will destroy the counsels thereof. And that's what you see the Lord's doing. He's gradually taking that spirit away from Esau, Edom. Because Esau, Edom, he does these enchantments. He does all these blood sacrifices with his trafficking, human trafficking. He does all these sacrifices behind the scene. But it's not working no more, man. All that left hand witchcraft and things that he was doing, the Lord is gradually taking it away from him. Because his power was in what? Was secrecy. Behind the scenes, the Illuminati, all these different things they've been doing for centuries. That's how they had that power. Disney, Walt Disney, all the different symbolism they put in the movie. That shit don't work no more. People are starting to see that. But that's the Lord that's taking that power from this devil. And it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of, and I will destroy the counsels thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And that's what they're doing. Esau, Edom's going ham. And when I say ham, he's going in extra. He's going in what did DJ Trump call it? Warp speed. He's going in warp speed because he know he has but a short time. He know his time is short. He know that Yahweh Shai is on his way back because everything is popping off. So within that, he's going like, fuck it. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And he's blatantly doing it in the midst of front of people. He's blatantly just doing it now. He's blatantly saying that I worship Satan. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, man. He's blatantly showing you we got tunnels underground. We're eating babies. We're drinking. We're doing all types of wickedness right in your damn face. And it's going right over people's head, man. Because that's showing you the state of the people. The people are in gross darkness. They're not questioning anything. But the only ones that's questioning anything are the men of the Lord. Because we're calling them out, as our job is to do according to the Bible, man. We're calling this devil out, man. And with this thing that's popping off on the border, that's going to lead to all hell breaking loose here in the shores of America very soon, man. Because even with the movie, what was it, Leave the World Behind, they said that last phase will be civil war. Come on, man. Is that not what's about to take place, man? See, these people walk around and think everything's good, not knowing one major event is going to shake this shit up, and it's going to be the end of this shit, man.
Yep. Continuing on in this article, it says the federal government, this is quoting Governor Greg Abbott from Texas. It says the federal government has broken the compact between the United States and the states. Abbott charged in a statement issued on Wednesday, citing Article 4 of the Constitution, which guarantees to states that the federal government shall protect each of them against invasion. The executive branch of the U.S. has constitutional duty to enforce federal laws protecting states, including immigration laws on the books right now. President Biden has refused to enforce those laws and has even violated them, Abbott said. He went on to accuse Biden of being a lawless president who does nothing to stop external threats like cartels smuggling millions of illegal immigrants across the border. The failure of the Biden admin to protect the border, Abbott argued, triggers Article 1 of the Constitution, which is where things get legally tricky. A section of that article prohibits states in most cases from entering independent compacts with foreign governments or waging wars. But it adds the key qualifier that the prohibitions apply to these states unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. So pretty much it says, but with Republicans of late employing the term invasion to characterize the movement of immigrants and goods into the country, Abbott appears to be forcing a confrontation with the White House and federal government. So they're literally telling you Babylon is being invaded before your face, man.
Hey, I gotta finish it. Hey, what we say, it's more. I gotta keep going on this Isaiah 19:4, man. It's juicy. Isaiah 19:4, it said, "And Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord." Is that not Creepy Joe? Is that not him and his administration? That's what they're doing. They're letting the migrants, which is gang lords and stuff like that, come through the border, man. Like one of the brothers said, man, they said they showed a video of all the prisoners in Venezuela, and the damn prisons was half damn empty. Where the hell you think they went, man? They've been crossing the border, man. Brothers been doing videos on this for months. They've been crossing the border. All these gangs and all these damn gang lords and criminals and terrorists. They've been crossing the border. The video that's been circling lately is the migrant that said they said you don't know who I am, but you'll know who I am soon. And then they did a search. He just got out of jail for about 11, 12 years for doing basically about to commit crimes here in America for terrorist attacks. And he just crossed the border, man. He just crossed the border. So that's showing you all these things are staged, man. They are staged. This shit is staged, man. That's why the Lord said the Egyptians will I give over to a hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. Joe Biden don't give a damn about America, man. He's a globalist, man. He's for the elite, man. All your so-called political leaders that's in front of you, they don't give a damn about America. This place is done, man. Only ones give a damn about America is you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, because you see your future here. Because as the scriptures say, when there is no vision, the people perish. Jacob can't see his mind past America. The kingdom of heaven is next, man. Fuck America. America ain't never done nothing good for us, man. You gotta have a vision, man. But that's why the Lord said, when there is no vision, the people perish. So 2/3 niggas, the Lord is justified for putting your ass to death here in America, man, because all you see is America. You don't see nothing better than this, man. You think this is the all be all. Hell no, man. This is hell, man. This is hell. This is hell on earth, man. Literally.
Yep.
You had something, brother?
Yeah, no, you're 100% on point. You know, like you had made mention of these leaders that we have in Babylon the Great. They're nothing more than puppet leaders, man. They all report to the head honchos of the house of Esau, the house of Edom, which are pretty much the elites, right? The global banking families.
Amalek.
Exactly. Now, just furthering the point of, the issue that's going on down there, you had the San Diego Field Office Intelligence Division. This is an article posted by Fox News on October 23rd, 2023. It says, situational awareness, foreign fighters of Israel-Hamas conflict may potentially be encountered at southwest border. So it goes on to say military-aged males, military gear, weapons camouflage, single travelers, undetermined return plans associated to Israel, the Palestinian territories or regional affiliations. But just bringing this out to show forth that as we see videos, as we see reporters in that region of the border reporting about the crisis and reporting on these people that are coming in, as the brother has said. You know, you see these men, these fighting age men coming into the border. This is all a ploy to create what? Chaos, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just got 2 more precepts, bro, and then that's pretty much it.
I got one for you for what you just said, real quick. This Isaiah, this Jeremiah chapter 51. Bear with me real quick, Bob Kashah. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 14. And it said, the Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, I will surely fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And that's what you're seeing taking place, man. Matter of fact, Salakia, let me start up. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 12. Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambush, man. And that's what you see, man. But an ambush is basically happening, and that Trojan horse event is happening, man. That's what you see in taking happening. That's an ambush. It says, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. And that's what you see. The Lord is doing that. Give me real quick, give me Ezekiel 38, round 11, 10 or 11, man. The unwalled villages. And it says, it says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, that's America. You got the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the many waters, man. Come on, man. And it says, abundant in treasures, because everybody used to want coming to America, the Golden City, right? That Golden Bridge, man, that land of opportunity, right? It says, thy end is come. You think this is the end, man. That's why the scriptures say, man, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, man. Because we know how the beginning of this place started, of the atrocities and the genocide of the Negro Latino Native Americans. That's how he got his empire today, man. That's why I said, what? Thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as caterpillars. And that's what you're seeing, man. The Lord is filling this place up, man. The so-called migrant crisis, he's filling this up with foreign soldiers that's about to wreak havoc upon the land of Babylon the Great, man. You don't think that for years they've been rolling in these UN trucks and hiding them, man. Brothers been going to camps in various places around the world, seeing the military stationing vehicles everywhere, man. The Humvees and the tanks, they've been stationing them all around different places of America. And who you think gonna be patrolling them tanks, man? Them damn migrants you see coming in through America, because a lot of them are soldiers, man. They're going to be roaming your streets in America very, very soon, busting up in your houses, taking your women, taking your kids, and ravishing your women, and goddamn putting that gun to your head and blasting you goddamn men. They ain't giving a damn, man, because that's the spirit of the Lord that's going to be on them for that vengeance, man.
Right. And just to add to your point, too, you know, because a lot of people, they'll say, oh, well, that seems far-fetched. How is it that they could establish that type of foothold in America? First and foremost, it's the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, as the brother has said. Right. But then you take into account there's various examples that have happened in the past of foreign countries able to establish some sense of sovereignty or a foothold within America. You had the Chinese police stations that were popping up throughout America, you know, so it's not far-fetched. Okay.
In America doesn't see, the thing people don't understand is money. Follow the money. A lot of the land, because even with Russia said they want to take back Alaska. People didn't even know Russia owned Alaska at a period of time. So they talking about they're about to take Alaska back. A lot of land in America is owned by China, because America is a debt-based system. A lot of land that you people see around the world when you're flying around America, that's owned by different nations, man. That's America is done. America is a corporation. That's one thing people fail to realize. This is not a country. It's a corporation. It's always have been for a long time, man. That's why you seeing this for the stock exchange, the Wall Street, because this is nothing but a big ass corporation. Oh. You got that for me, bro? The Ezekiel 38 and 11.
God, I got it right here. Ezekiel 38 and 11. It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
The land of the unwalled villages, man. Is that not America? Because your damn sure ain't got no borders. Yeah, you want to come from Cuba, go get a boat and just go straight to Miami, right? Ain't no borders, man. This is the land of the unwalled villages. Keep going.
I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely.
Is that not you, so-called American people? You can go to your ball games. You can go to a movie. You go out on a dinner date. You're at rest, but other people across the world, it's turmoil and atrocities going over there, man. Bombs are being dropped, man. Chaos, man. Poverty, man. That's what's coming here, man. Reality is about to strike here in America very, very soon, man. Because you dwelt without care. Keep going.
All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
They having neither bars nor gates. That's why it's division now. Is that not what the text is doing? They're trying to put the bars and gates up, man. That's what they're doing, putting the barbed wires up. They got the soldiers down there getting the barbed wires up. And what Biden say? He about to send the Fed down there and they got to take this shit down, which is going to create what? Civil war, man. But the Ezekiel 38 is speaking on America, man. Ready for the picking, man. You watch that movie Red Dawn in the 1980s, it showed you how the Russian troops just dropped right in America. Then they had another one come out in 2002, and it showed you the Chinese troops just dropped down in America. Just flop down, come out of planes, and just drop down in America. No bars and no gates, man. You keep going.
To take a spoil and to take a prey.
To take a spoil and to take a prey, man. That's what they're going to do, man. They're going to start grabbing. They're going to be grabbing up people and putting them in these so-called FEMA camps, re-education centers, or they're just going to be putting your ass to death on the scene, man. That's what's coming to America, man. To take a spoil. You women are the spoil. You women and children. Some of you men going to be spoiled because a lot of these damn nasty-ass Africans and Ishmaelites, they're nasty as hell, man. So who knows, man, what's going to be taking place, man. But that's the anger and the fear of the Lord that's coming upon this place, man. Nothing's good coming to America, man. Them glory days, them leave it to beaver days, that shit is over with, man. That shit's done. The Lord is about to round. This is what we call it, the curtain call, man. You're at the last scene of the movie, the dramatic scene when the movie started to intensify. That's the scene. That's what's coming, man. That intensified scene, man. Then that epic scene when Yahweh Shah come through and thrust this shit, man. That's where we at, man. I got something for you, bro.
I still got a little more in that verse 12.
Okay, Khan, the water.
Khan. To turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, and that dwell in the midst of the land.
Now, you Americans, you dwell without care. You don't give a damn. You think everything's good. You think you're safe. And you're not, man. If you ain't supping in the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, the Heavenly Father and his beloved Son, you're going to die out here. And that's thus said the Lord. That's why Yahweh Shah, when he was on the scene, he said, repent or perish, man. And we come in the same spirit. If you don't want to repent, you will die, man. You will meet your maker, as the scriptures say, man. I'm going to grab this for you real quick. This second Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. It says, woe to them. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. And that's what's coming. That's civil war, man. People is gonna be fighting with swords in their hand, man. Different types of weaponry that they're gonna have to grab at their household or hammer or anything just to protect their household, man. That's what's coming, man. It says, for there should be sedition among men, evading one another. They should not regard their kings or prince when the courses of their power should stand in their, and it says, in the course of their actions should stand in their power. So they ain't gonna give a damn about no governors, about no presidents, about no legislation. They're gonna be trying to get it out the mud, bro. And the reason why we say it, because when it's all hell break loose, when they cut them lights off, ain't nobody gonna give a damn about no legislations. They're gonna be breaking in these damn houses, taking people food, anything, man, supplies, medicine, anything. Because why? They're gonna be trying to feed their family. That's the times we're about to come into, man. That's the times we're coming into. And that's why you clearly see it's going to pop off on that border really soon, man.
That's right.
And that's all I got on that one.
God, that's the point right there. Okay, so Lord willing, you brothers and few sisters was edified through the Holy Spirit. Close out giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, and mercy to the house of David. Abayaf Tabadado, hopeful elect. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom, Krom Yasharala.